Movement in Fortnite has evolved massively over the years. What started off as a controller exclusive advantage has turned into many different metas, like pro players taping their keyboards, using different types of third-party softwares, and some have even gone as far as to attach joysticks to their keyboards to just match that movement. All of that eventually led to Epic Games adding their own in-game feature, where you can get diagonal movement without any third-party application or even peripheral. However, right now in Chapter 6 Season 2, even the world's best pro players can't agree on the best movement settings. On one hand, you've got the #1 player in the world, Peterbot, who absolutely refuses to use it. Then on the other hand, you've got the second best player in the world, Vico, who prefers using double movement. So with that being said, which one's actually better? Well, before I answer that, I want to explain the three options of movement you have in the game. You've got the option of #1, that's the default movement, so custom diagonals turned off, the standard WASD movement. You've then got #2, that's having custom diagonals turned on, which allows you to customize the strafe angle, allowing you to get that controller-like double movement. Then you've got #3, the third-party applications, so either Keys to X Input or Wooten. These applications did used to be very popular. However, these days you don't really see many people using them. Now that we know the three options you have to choose from, let's find out what each pro player prefers to use. Starting off with third-party applications, I don't know of any pro players that use this right now, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Secondly, we've got the default movement, so no custom movement at all. For this, we've got Peterbot, we've also got the Deal, Malibuka, Vanak, and also I think Thomas HD isn't using double movement. By the way, if you know any other pros that are using the default movement, please comment below. Oh, and if you were wondering why they did stop using it, I do believe it was ever since the Chapter 5 update where Epic Games changed the movement. A lot of people have said that the movement angles didn't feel as good as they did before Chapter 5, which was the main reason a lot of them stopped using double movement from that point. Third and finally, we've got the pros that are using double movement or custom diagonal controls. For this, we've got Vico that's using 70, 90, 135. Clix is using 62, 90 and 135. Bugger is using 70, 90, 135. Bolt is using 70, 90, 135. Ritual is using 70, 91, 135. Cold is using 70, 90, 135. Hoyo is using 74, 90, 135. Mr. Savage is using 64, 90, 122. And King is using 75, 90, 130. If you know what the rest are using, please let me know in the comment section below. But from that data right there, we can clearly see that the most common double movement setting amongst pro players is 70, 90 and 135. So I guess you could consider that as the best, as it is the most common amongst pro players. However, I will also say at the same time it is personal preference, so just go with whatever feels best for you. So to finally answer the question of what the best movement settings are, as you've seen, there's no definitive answer. Even the pro players can't agree on what's the best. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preference. If you want consistency, I recommend you stick to the default movement like Peterbot does, or if you like the feeling of having that precise diagonal movement, you can use custom diagonal controls like Vico does. Whichever one you are currently using, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to put in your strafe angles if you are using those settings. Before you go, feel free to drop a like, subscribe for more, and why not check out the other videos I've made on screen right now.